Children of Standard 5, today we are going to talk about nervous system. What is nervous system? If anyone asks you what is your date of birth, write it in the given space. What helps you to remember it? It is the brain that helps you to remember things. So, the brain is the part of nervous system. It is the most complex system of all the body systems because it controls all the other body systems and the sense organs. Look at this picture, children, of your book. Arun, do you know our body and a computer work in a similar fashion? When someone tells you this thing, the thing that comes in your mind, that how our body work like a computer and our body and a computer work in a similar fashion. So yesterday someone told me we also have wiring in our bodies. How is it possible? Really, how is it possible? Because all of us know that we have an idea of our surrounding through the sense organs. And the sense organs cannot recognize anything on their own. They are only the receiving centers. Sense organs means eyes, ear, nose. So they are the receiving centers and they just receive the sensation which are further passed onto the nervous system. So children, what is nervous system? Nervous system is made up of three parts: the brain, the spinal cord, and the nerves. So the brain acts like a computer, the spinal cord acts like a thick cable, and the nerves act like thin wires connecting all the body parts with this brain. So, in nervous system, what happens, children? The brain receives and send messages through these nerves via spinal cord. So that this network, our body is covered by an interconnected network of nerves. This can be compared to a network of roads, and the brain receives and sends messages through these nerves. So this network of nerves allow the brain to monitor every part of our body with respect to our surroundings. So what is brain? The nervous system is divided into three parts: brain, spinal cord, and the nerves. So the brain is connected to each part of the body through the spinal cord. Children, in our previous chapter, I told you the spinal cord is protected by the vertebral column and it is a yellow soft rod that is the part of our nervous system. And today in this chapter, I will tell you what is a spinal cord and how it is a very important part of our nervous system. So let us start with the brain is connected to each part of the body through the spinal cord and an interconnected network of nerves. The brain receives and sends messages through the nerves via spinal cord. I told you. So let us discuss the brain. And in my previous chapter, when I was discussing about the skeletal system and the muscular system, I told you, children, that the brain is protected by our cranium box. that is the bony part of our brain. And the brain is a soft organ, and it is the most important organ in our body. It is soft and delicate organ. It is present inside the skull, which protects it from the damage and injury. So what does it protect? The cranium box, and between the cranium box and brain there is a cerebral spinal fluid present between the skull and the brain that protects the brain from jerks and shocks. Brain receives messages from the different parts of our body, and it controls all body parts and their activities. Brain is made up of cells, and brain is divided into cerebrum, cerebellum, and medulla. So brain helps a person to think, remember, feel, and control body movements. Because children, in my early lecture, I told you that when someone asks us about our date of birth, really it goes to our brain, and our brain processes this question, and the answer comes in our brain. So children, our nervous brain is divided into three parts: the cerebrum, cerebellum, and medulla. Let us start with the cerebrum. This is cerebrum, and cerebrum is the upper part of the brain. It is the very important part and biggest part of our brain, and it looks like a walnut which has ridges and grooves and looks like a walnut. You can see it, and it is the largest part of brain. It controls our thinking, learning ability, memory. It is the center. It controls our thinking, learning ability, memory, and basic intelligence. The cerebrum is the center of learning and memory, and it has grooves and folds like a walnut. It receives messages from all the cells organs that are eyes, ear, nose, tongue, and skin. So cerebrum is the largest part. It is the center of the learning. Now come to the cerebellum. The cerebellum is located below the cerebrum. This is cerebellum. This is cerebellum, and cerebellum at the back of the brain. At the back of the brain, it is smaller in size than the cerebrum. As I told you, the cerebrum is the major part of our brain. It controls. What does it do? The cerebellum controls the muscle movement and maintains the balance of the body. It maintains the movement of our limbs. Actually, it controls the voluntary muscles actions. As I told you that the movement that is under our control. So the voluntary muscles like movement of limbs is controlled by cerebellum. It helps to balance the body while walking, running, cycling, and even helps to keep us in an upright position. So what about the medulla? What about the medulla? This is medulla. Medulla is also known as brain stem. It is a stem-shaped structure. As you see in this is medulla, and it connects the brain to the spinal cord. Children, so it is the most important part because it is connecting the brain to the spinal cord, and it controls all our involuntary activities such as breathing, sneezing, swallowing, heartbeat, and blood circulation. It works even while we are asleep. So the right half of the brain controls the left side of the body, and it is ironically, children, the right half of our brain controls the left side of the body, and the left half of the brain controls the right side of the body. Thus, when one side of the brain is damaged, the opposite side of the body gets affected. So, children, these are the three parts of our brain, that is cerebrum, the center of learning, cerebellum, that balances and controls our voluntary actions, and medulla, that really controls the involuntary muscles, that is that are used in breathing, blinking of eyes, heartbeat. You can say the involuntary actions are controlled by medulla, and it really works even when we are asleep.